Africa did not raise cowards. And I am proof of that. I was not born into a uniform. I earned it. Not with words, but with grit, with pain, with a purpose that grew clearer every time I saw my people suffer. I am the boy from Cairo, the boy who once walked among goats and dust, who stood up, faced the flag, and said with his chest, I will serve. I didn't join the military to collect titles. I didn't wear this uniform to be feared. I wore it to protect. I wore it because I was tired of watching innocent people die, while those in power smiled behind walls. I wore it because I believed this land deserved better. In Kaya, I saw what war really looks like. Not on screens, not in parades, but in villages burned to the ground. In mothers holding lifeless sons. In children too scared to close their eyes at night. I saw soldiers fighting with no food, no strategy, no vision. While the real enemies walked untouched, waving foreign flags on African soil. And I asked myself a question that changed my life. Why are we fighting our own, while the true threats move freely among us? That day I understood. War is not just fought with guns. It is fought with decisions. It is fought with courage. It is fought with truth. And the truth hit me like a bullet. Africa is still not free. I saw officers living in comfort while soldiers bled in silence. I saw power protect corruption and punish loyalty. I saw foreign interests pulling strings and governments dancing. I realized if the leadership is rotten, the mission is lost. I had a choice, stay quiet or speak, obey or stand. I made a vow. I will never wear this uniform to serve outsiders. I wear it to serve my people. Some called me foolish, too young, too honest, too brave. I wear those insults as armor, because those are the exact things Africa needs. They tried to silence me, but I do not answer to fear. I do not kneel for power. I do not sell my soul for rank. I trained harder. I slept less. I listened more than I spoke. I began to ask the questions no one wanted to answer. Why are African soldiers dying on African soil under foreign orders? Why are failures repeated while our mothers bury their sons? Why does sovereignty sound like a song we sing, but never live? I started saying no. No to missions with no meaning. No to orders that serve no one but outsiders. I fought for better intelligence, for strategy, for protection of the people, not just protection of elites. I mentored the young ones. I told them dignity first, power second. Because without dignity, you are just a man with a gun and no purpose. I walked the empty roads. I saw the haunted faces. I heard the silence that comes after betrayal. That is where I learned what leadership really means. Not medals, not speeches, but responsibility, legacy, burden. This uniform did not just shape me, it revealed me. Every mission taught me something. Every lie carved a scar. Every night in the bush made my heart harder, but my mission clearer. I was not preparing for promotion. I was preparing for revolution. Because sometimes the battlefield doesn't forge a killer. It forges a protector. And I am that protector. I do not stand here for applause. I do not lead for fame. I lead because I cannot betray my people. I lead because the time for silence is over. I lead because Africa is not a playground for powers. It is a land of warriors, thinkers, builders, protectors. That protector became a symbol, and that symbol is me. I am Ibrahim Traoré, and I did not come to ask permission. I came to fulfill a promise. To protect my land, to honor my people, to restore dignity, to finish what others only dared to begin. Africa, stand with me, not behind me, and let us finish the fight our ancestors started. The time is now. The struggle is ours, and I will never, never turn my back on you.